Hello everyone, we're going to bike to my research area. We're all with the group together, as you can see. And I hope you enjoy this case study. Hello everyone, this is my case study tour area. It's from all the way here, the start of Gebberberg, and to the Vlavik Chalet over there. You cannot see it right now, but it will be clear in a second. All the way to the end, to the start where the Gebberdijk starts. And my case study, or my case study, is about what the influence of the Rhine on this area is, and the different stakeholders that are living there. Because when there's high water in the Rhine, there's seepage under the dike that in the end then influences this area over here. And then I interviewed farmers and the company and the water board, Rijkswaterstaat, to what they do in this area and how the people are affected by the Rhine. So yeah, that's a short introduction of my case, and now we're going to the different points of interest. So yeah, for the Rhine itself, it controls the water levels, so it's more like on a national scale then. But the water board is more locally managing water here. So yeah. Pump. It's a pump. Yeah. You have it also over there. Yeah, we're going to cycle, so you're taking some story. But I don't know if it's the same system over there, but it's used. That system over there is used to lower the groundwater levels in case of
groundwater levels of this.
Of the fields, yeah. Uniform owns those parcels, and yeah, when the groundwater level is too high, they have a technique called under drainage to lower the groundwater level.
Okay, and then they pump it into like these.
Yeah, it waters then into the ditches and also discharged then.
Is that like the end solution, or is it just like making sure, like just putting the water away?
It's like, yeah, it's not really that much of a problem, but they can do it themselves then.
Yeah, okay.
The sign about the history here. During World War II, the Netherlands tried to protect their country on the Gebberberg. It's behind these trees here, from the Germans that came from over there. So about 80 years ago, it would be a battlefield right now, and now we're like cycling here. So we're glad that the war is over. But back to the water management. This is the channel that eventually goes to the Gif, and the water board. Yeah, they have techniques to play with water retainment and water discharge. So when high water is coming from Lobit, they have like 1 or 2 days before the seepage is reaching, before the water seepage water is reaching this ditch. And when they really have to discharge the water, they can like mow the vegetation that holds the water, and during dry summers they try to plant the water, so plant the vegetation so the water is more retained here. So that is like a thing they do to manage the water over here. What else? I think that's it for now. Are there any questions?
That was the Germans and the Dutch here fighting against each other, and now it's the Germans and the Dutch standing here to learn about it.
This direction, and then we'll see some other things. Nice. Yeah. you see over here is actually owned by people living over there, but it's hired or it's lent out to the unifarm to do experiments because the soil, yeah, is really practical for them to experiment on. That's also because the Rhine isn't really that much affecting this area, so that's also a reason why they do experiments and can do their thing. Mostly the farmers over here have cattle, and during wet periods, yeah, the cattle can't really go on their land, and the machinery is hard to drive on their fields. Yeah, behind over there, there's maize grown inside the growing season then, and that's used for the cattle. The high water actually is outside the growing season most of the time, so the farmers aren't really that much affected by Rhine water because they can't grow in that season. And yeah, that's enough for the farmland for now. Yeah, you cannot see the Rhine right now, but it's actually flowing behind over there. There's a ferry, you can follow this road, and you can go across the Rhine. But the Rhine levels are managed by Rijkswaterstaat. They can control sort of the water level with the weir near Driel. It's on the other side of the river. Yeah. And what they actually do is they can like close the weir or open it, and with that they yeah, if they close it, the water level of the Rhine rises, of the lower Rhine, the upstream part, and then more water flows into the IJssel. So yeah, and that's mostly done during summer, because then the IJsselmeer gains more water for dry periods. Yeah, it's sort of a water basin during hard times. Yeah. Yeah, that's it for what I wanted to say. Are there any comments, remarks, or questions?
Does it like flood until here? If there's like if there floods, is it like until this point or like further back?
Yeah, it could be, because yeah, the only land use form right here is like grazing for cattle and for sheep over here. Otherwise, there would have been more like agricultural land, more crops growing. So I think, in my opinion, it's meant to flood as well if needed.
It was in February.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if water is standing still because it's closed or the water level is rising, then there might be that there's more seepage that goes into this area. Yeah, so that's the way that this area might be affected then. This was our tour. Everyone is now enjoying their ice cream, and I hope you learned something from my vlog, and that you look different to the area that you did before. Yeah, and I hope to see you someday again. Bye bye.